everyone, welcome to K-Pop Queen for your daily reactions to all things K-Pop. Okay, first off, let me just start off with this by saying I know that you guys have been asking for certain reactions and stuff, but I have been rethinking about the way that I want to do this channel. At first I was like, oh, maybe I'll just stop doing it. I had a lot of thoughts. I wasn't sure what I was thinking. I was just kind of like, I felt a little bit more disconnected than ever with K-pop and things. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure things out and how I wanted to do this, and I'm also getting a lot more busy with things, so I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. So if you don't see me doing as many reactions and stuff, just know that it's because I'm trying to rethink the way that I do this. I'm coming up to 4.5 years now on this channel, and I feel like I've been doing the same thing. I feel like I had ideas I wanted to do, but I never did them. And now with this particular segment, the Drama Shop Talk, I'm like, okay, I'm actually doing something I want to do. I really like this. Let's see what else we can do, sort of expand. I always wanted to do covers, original choreography. Like, I've always wanted to do a lot of different things. So that's what I'm trying to expand into now. We'll see. I mean, I'm definitely going to still be doing reactions. Don't even worry about that. I just might not be doing all of them. And it's not like I was before. But I might be doing, I don't know, just certain ones, and maybe miss more than I'd been missing before. I'm not really sure. I'm just talking. I'm trying to figure things out. But just know that I'm trying to figure things out, and that's why there's been a lack of reactions and stuff. Today's drama was one of the best dramas of 2017, and I can say that with the utmost certainty. My life was put on hold to watch this drama. It is Fight My Way. Fight My Way and Suspicious Partners are the best dramas of 2017. I will fight anyone on that. I just remember being so into them, being so just like passionate about watching them, about tweeting about them, making sure that everyone was having as much fun as I was. Okay, so right now I'm going to talk about Fight My Way. Okay, so it's Drama Shop Talk, all right? Water. I got a little snack today, okay? I got some fruit snacks, all right? Let's just chat. Fight My Way stars Park Seo-joon, another Park Seo-joon. And listen, I told y'all I love him when I talked about the Divine Fury. Like, I love him. And it's mostly because of this drama, I would say. Like, this one for me really was like, I've been into this boy, but now I'm invested. Like, now I'm really going to be spending my money, making sure that he gets, all the profits or whatever to succeed, right? So it's starring Park Seo-joon and Kim Ji-won, who I also adore. I just feel like with her in particular, the way that she brought Era to life, I was like, I feel like I know, like, this is a real girl. Do you know what I mean? Like, this isn't just some character. Like, this is somebody we know, okay? The chemistry between the two of them, again, insane. Whole time I was like, y'all, like, what's going on? Like, are we filming intimate moments between you two? Like, I'm so confused. Like, this feels way too realistic. On Google, like, the description for it, well, actually, it's on Wikipedia. It says, follow the story about underdogs with big dreams and third-rate specs just struggling to survive and craving for success for the career they're underqualified for. That was personal. The longtime friendship blossoming into romance between two immature friends, Go Dong-man, Park Seo-joon, and Choi Era, Kim Ji-won, whose childish dynamic hasn't changed despite reaching adulthood. Perfect description of what this drama is. In my words, I would say we follow a group of friends, a quartet of friends who've been friends for like ever, essentially. They, grow up, they live their lives together. They also live together, right? In the same apartment building. And you just see them literally struggling. Like, that's what this whole drama is. It's about people struggling with romance, with their friends, with their jobs, with their families. Like, you just kind of see them have everyday struggles and how they get through it. I mean, it's such a relatable and like really down to earth drama. Something that like we can all watch and enjoy and be like, yo, I go through the same shit. Like, wow. That's just kind of what this drama is. Park Seo-joon and Kim Ji-won, they are our lead couple. There's also another couple, they're friends, played by An Jae-hyung and Song Ha-yoon. They've been dating for a while. The other friends have been dating for a while, and the two of them have just kind of like, been there, whatever, just been friends. There have been a lot of moments, some tension between them, but nothing ever really came to fruition until you start watching the drama, the moment in time. So where do I even begin? First of all, this drama was so funny. I swear I was dying every episode, like genuinely very, very funny. And that's because the people that we're watching, they're very immature. These people are fucking childish. I'm gonna keep it 2000. They are so childish and petty. They love to get back at each other. They love to say really smart shit at each other because they've been friends for so long. So like they have a lot of really good banter and back and forth between them. It's really, really, really funny and very, very genuine. So Jun's character, Dongwon, is just this like really big kid. Like he's just really very honest. He has kind of been struggling with his life. He used to be a fighter, and it seemed like he was going to be at the top, like as he was growing up as a kid. And then something sort of happened, and it changed the trajectory of his career. He no longer fights. He's an exterminator. Literally just doing any job because he needs to make money and pay his bills, but he's not living the dream. Everybody, too personal, okay? All of us have these dreams we want to live and attain to, but we got to get this job to pay these bills, pay this rent, so that like we're not stuck out there homeless. Like it was a little too real watching his story. But yeah, he's just very, very honest. He's just trying to live his life and like take care of his family and just, you know, just be happy. He just wants like a simple life, right? And you kind of watch him with Kim Ji-won era, and you're just kind of like, what's going on between these two? Like the minute you meet them, you're like, what y'all got going on? What are you doing? But they are just kind of like, they just like don't really know how to transition into this like new phase, like going from friends into lovers. Like they're very like awkward about it, and you watch them figure it out, and it was a really natural process, them going from being like friends to sort of realizing that they have feelings for each other, telling each other that, confirming it, dating, you know, going through all of these motions with each other. I mean, that was probably my favorite part, watching them just sort of figure everything out. It felt really natural. None of it was really forced. It felt like literally we're watching two friends, two people that have known each other, realize that, you know, things might be a little bit different now, and they kind of want to change their relationship and just sort of figure out how to do that. Anna is just sort of the same. She has these huge dreams, but like it says in the description, she's underqualified for it. So she's just kind of like working at a mall, trying to like figure her life out. Like she really wants to be an announcer, but she feels like she's too old. She didn't go to the proper school. She doesn't have the specs for it. So she's just kind of like trying to figure out if she wants to go for it or just kind of like completely give up and just be done with it, right? And of course, that's not what happens. She goes for it, and she ends up being very successful and like lives the dream of being an anchor, which was also really nice to see her like struggling. Like a lot of us struggle. We're just kind of like, do I want to go for this dream and like very uncertain, like, is that what I'm gonna do, just have this uncertainty, or am I gonna stick to this job, know that I'm gonna have my bills paid, I'm gonna have groceries, like I'm gonna be able to pay the car payment, like is that what I'm gonna do? So it's just kind of like watching her decide that, and then she decides to go for the uncertainty, and it pays off in the best way possible. Oh, her journey was just so good. So as I was saying about Park Seo-joon's character Dongwon, he very, very matter of fact, very honest, even straight in your face. Some of the shit, all of the shit he would say, I would be like, oh my god, like, you do realize, like, I'm watching this, right? Like, you realize there are people watching this, right? Like, he would just say some of the craziest, honest things. So some of my favorite moments, okay? They're all a little much. Just understand that this drama, would I rate it 15? 15 going on 17 sort of vibe, honestly. It was very, they pushed the boundaries sometimes with this drama. They really did. You would be watching it like, oh, so we're gonna do that. Okay, all right, let's do it. Okay, and those were some of my favorite moments. Probably my favorite, I think it was 2 episodes. My favorite 2 episodes of the series, when they go away on like a weekend trip sort of thing. Like she has a gig somewhere far away or whatever, and he has a fight in that area too, I think, if I remember correctly. So they like go, you know, whatever, to the far away place, and they have to check into this hotel, and they end up sharing a room together. It was unnecessary, but it happened, okay? And that is sort of the fire that lights their entire relationship. At this point, they've been like figuring each other out, kind of like, okay, yeah, I do like her, but do I tell her? Okay, I've told her, but are we dating? Like, this is a very like, you know, they're not really sure where they are situation. And this weekend solidified that they were going to be together forever. Right? Okay. So they spend the weekend together. And at one point, after like all of these things keep happening to them, they spend the night together in her room. They don't do anything, even though, you know, that's not what it looks like. They like talk about their feelings, like sort of figure things out. At one point, he sees her like about to leave, and he's talking to his ex-girlfriend, who I'm gonna talk about, but she was a whole problem. He's talking to his ex-girlfriend. He leaves the ex-girlfriend, runs after Era, and is like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Let's date. And then he kisses her. I screamed. I took a lap around the room, and then I was like, you know what? I can't finish this right now. Just give me like 20 minutes. My mind is spinning because this was just like so bold. After everything that we just went through, after all of these confessions, we're finally ending it with a statement, like this is it, like we're doing this, right? And it was really romantic, and it was just really cute, and I was like, oh my God, Anna, you're so lucky, right? Because he genuinely does care for her, despite acting like mad childish. He genuinely does care for her, and that's just because he couldn't figure out how to like express his feelings. Like it was very new to him. He was like, is this really how I feel about my best friend? Okay, I guess it is. So he was just kind of like trying to figure that out, and he would just be very matter of fact about it. And so he was just like, if I want to date her, I'm gonna tell her right now. He would just say what is on his mind. So he was like, let's date, and then he kissed her. Again, 2 of my favorite episodes from the drama. I didn't even tell y'all everything. That's the thing. I didn't even tell y'all everything that went down. So make sure you watch the drama so that you can get all of that, okay? Another one of my favorite moments where he's just very like in your face about how he feels, right? Is when he proposes. Yes, everybody, he proposes, of course. This is a rom-com. You know how this is gonna go. He's the announcer for his match, which he ends up winning. But the problem is that at this point, it's at the end of the drama, obviously. They had gotten into a huge fight because she really wants him to stop fighting. He got really, really fucked up after one fight. And she was like, I cannot be with you if you're going to, like, basically do all of this and nearly kill yourself. Because I'm not putting myself in that position. And he was like, but this is what I love to do. Like, I'm going to be fine. I take care of myself. Like, you know, I don't know if I'm going to choose, like, you cannot make me choose you or my dream, you know? And so that's how the episode before this ends off. And they sort of like break up. It's very uncertain. You're not really sure where this is going to go, right? And so as she announced that he's winning and everything, she's about to leave, he grabs her and he's like, listen, I don't want to keep fighting. I don't want to do this. Like, I cannot live without you. I do not want to be without you. So let's live together. And she's like, live together? Huh? You want to live together? And he looks at her like, he's just like, and this is what he says. He says, if we kiss, it's day 1. If we live together, it's marriage. So marry me. Oh, the impact that had on my life. I remember watching it and losing my shit, and then I watched the clip again to sort of like refresh my memory, and I was like, my God, this was a fucking drama shit. Let me rewatch this because this was incredible, right? Okay. Another moment that made me just kind of like, where I was like, yo, I'm gonna take a lap. I'll be back in 20 minutes, right? Now this one was a little insane. It was a bit much, right? So they're dating at this point and they're in his room, and I guess they're just kind of like, well, you know, we do like each other, but like, how do we do this physical stuff? Like, they don't really know how to, you know, they're just kind of like awkward about it, right? And he's just kind of like, they're just sitting there, and just kind of like, oh. And then she kisses him, right? And she's like, you're so dumb. Like, how can you not pick up on this situation? And he's like, it's not that I'm not picked up on the situation. Like, I'm not a child. Like, we're together. We're in this bed. I don't even want to be gentleman anymore. Like, and I don't want you to go home tomorrow either. And she was like, oh my God. She was like, whoa, 0 to 100. Hold on, wait a minute. What's going on? Oh, we just kissed. Like, I wasn't expecting all of this. And me and her are mirroring each other. We're both like, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Why are you going so far? Wait a minute. There are also some really funny moments. Like I was saying, this drama had me laughing so hard. Moment where she gets an interview to be an announcer. This whole time she thought she didn't have the specs for it. She thought she couldn't do it, like she wasn't good enough. But she gets an interview and she is so excited. She is with Dongwon, obviously, and she's like, oh my gosh, I got the interview. I'm gonna go interview and be an announcer. And they hug each other, because that's the first thing they want to do whenever they hear good news. They want to tell each other and hug each other. And they're like jumping up and down, like really excited. And he just kind of like, oh, what? Wait a minute. He just kind of stops, and she's just like still jumping up and down. And he's like, are you always like this? And she's just kind of like, am I like what? What does that mean? And he just kind of like looks down and is just like, and it's basically to insinuate that she's not wearing a bra, and he could tell that. And she was like, oh, ooh, ooh. Literally, she's like, ooh, ooh. Sorry about that. So my interview, I gotta get a new outfit, right? Like, she spins the topic so quickly to just like get out of that awkward moment. But that was also really, really funny to watch. There's a scene where she is trying to go on a date with this doctor guy who's also a fucking douche. And she's like getting ready to go to work. She and all her friends are like sitting by the bus stop. They're going to work or whatever. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to be home late. Like, don't wait up for me. And her other the friends are like, okay, yeah, have a great time. Well, Dongwon is like, huh? Be home by 10. And she's like, why would I ever do that? You just heard me say I'm going on a date. Oh, so you're not my father. What's going on? And he's like, you need to be home by 10. Like, I don't want you out there. Like, don't even worry about it. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to go on my date, so I'll see you guys later, right? And because he's so fucking childish, he comes up behind her as she's walking to the bus and pulls her ponytail. Just pulls her whole fucking scrunchie and runs off with it. So now she's got, like, a huge clump of hair. Bangs like this. She just looks back like, is this really what I'm dealing with? Like, I'm really dealing with this shit. I laughed so hard. I was like, wow, this man is so incapable of figuring out his feelings. If this is how he wants to act, like a fucking child. Okay. We'll give you a little time to get over it, but you're going to have to do better than this, right? So, yeah, there were just so many cute and funny moments like this throughout the drama. Some really, really refreshing moments in honesty. The two friends that I was talking about before, Song Ha-yoon and An Jae-hyung, have been together for a relationship for so long. And you kind of see them, 6 years on, but uncertain about the future. Like, what are we going to do? What are we? Are we getting married? Like, are we really just going to keep dating sort of situation? So that was sort of interesting to watch. For me, I just remember thinking, girl, you don't need to be with this man, honestly. You can watch it and figure out how you feel about it, but I just felt like he wasn't really worth her time, and I felt like they just kind of fell into this like routine, and that maybe it was time to switch it up. But whatever, that's their business, it's their relationship. They're gonna figure it out, right? There's also some other moments in the story that I don't really want to spoil. Again, I said that we were trying to figure out things with family, relationships and stuff, some scary things kind of going on with it from what I remember, so sort of concerning. So definitely be prepared for that. I don't want to spoil it. I talked a lot about my favorite things about the drama, which was really centered around Era and Dongwon. So you get a sort of full picture of them, but then you also have to see the pictures of their friends, their interaction with their friends, their family, strangers, enemies, all sorts of things like that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you've seen this drama. It's old, it's 2 years. You can tell me what you think about it. If you haven't seen it already, make sure you go and watch it, because I didn't even spoil that much. Like, there's so many good moments. I only gave you my favorite ones, right? I didn't even tell you about all the side characters and everything, so you can still watch it and enjoy it. So I will be back with another video sometime soon, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.